September is one of those months where things can get real tricky. Volatility picks up, headlines get louder, and traders start making decisions that they're going to regret by October. That's why I put together this weekly watch list. Instead of chasing noise, we're focusing on setups that actually make sense, strong structures, clear levels, and real relative strength. In this week's list, you'll see a silver stock pressing new highs, a nuclear energy name with fresh new headlines, and even an oil company that's quietly building one of the best bases I've seen all year. And here's the twist. One of these stocks could double if the current pattern holds. I'll explain why as we go through them. If that's something you're into, stick around. But before we get into the stocks, let's zoom out for a second and talk about the broader market, because the setups only matter if the environment supports them. This is my proprietary market monitor. It basically just tells me whether to buy, sell, or be neutral on the market. And currently we are in market monitor orange, and we are day 6 orange, and we've moved negative 0.62%. A full orange cycle lasts about 4.8 days and moves negative 1.15%. And what we're on the lookout for is actually moving to a green cycle if we get a 1% move in the market or more, which would be very bullish, or if we break below the swing lows at the start of this orange cycle, which would be another 1% lower. So it's a very pivotal point. But yeah, essentially, we're looking for stocks to buy. So the first stock is First Majestic Silver, ticker symbol AG. And as you can see here, it's been going sideways for about 2.5 months. Silver's breaking out. Gold is breaking out. This stock is actually pushing to new highs today. Think that this stock can get moving. Price target would be $11. Our second stock is Tempest AI, ticker symbol TEM. And as you can see here, big down day in the market today, but Tempest is kind of bucking the trend here. It's up about 2.5% on the day. Nice little structure. It's been going sideways for many, many months, close to a year now. And it's right here. You know, this last down wave is very small. It's probably the smallest down wave it's had, in this structure. Hanging out at highs. Every time it hit highs before, it would instantly V down. So I think this stock could hit 100. All right, the next stock is ticker symbol BMNR. This is Bitmine Immersion Technologies. This is an Ethereum treasury company. And as you can see here, it's been going down for quite a while. I think the last couple weeks, it's been going down. They're selling a lot of shares. It's almost at 1-to-1 net asset value. So there's a cap to the amount of downside because I don't think this stock will sell at a discount to net asset value, given that ETH is performing pretty well right now. So I think if this stock could get going here, definitely a trip back to the highs at $70. And if the story really carries out, we could see it back at 150. All right, our fourth stock is Rivian Automotive, ticker symbol RIVN. And as you can see, this is another stock that's bucking the trend, has a very nice structure on the long-term, outlook. It's been making higher lows, made another higher low here in August. And we like the relative strength when the market's down and this stock is going up. Excellent swing trade opportunity and also long-term position trade. Within the next couple of weeks, I think the stock will hit $15 to $16 and then go sideways from there. All right, this is Rocket Companies, ticker symbol RKT. We talked about this on the last couple of videos that we've been bullish on this, saying that it's going to go sideways. I wrote out this kind of map, and it seems to be doing that. I think if it can kind of backtest here to the quarterly moving average, that would be healthy. It gapped down today and it's kind of rallying, so that's good support action right there. This is not bad to start adding into the position here. So this is RKT. First target would be back to these swing highs, and then it could break out from there. All right, this is UWM Holdings, ticker symbol UWMC. This is another mortgage company, and we highlighted this video on the last. We highlighted this stock on the last video, and drew out kind of this map right here. Semi-following what's going on here. It's actually been a little bit stronger than what we thought. It's holding above the yearly moving average, which is very bullish, and the volume is going down. So if this thing can just go sideways for a couple more days, we'd be looking for the breakout once the market kind of stops going down during September. All right, next stock is ARRY Technologies, ticker symbol ARRY. We highlighted this one on the previous video as well and drew out a map, and it seems to be following it pretty decently, but it's actually stronger than what we thought, which is good. We drew out this kind of trend line kind of forecast, and yeah, it's same thing. It's at highs here where it should be, and it's going sideways with a very strong decline here. And yeah, if it could just go sideways, and once the market stops going down, this will be a prime stock to continue. We think this stock will go back to $11. All right, our seventh stock is APLD. This is Applied Digital Corporation. We highlighted this on the last week's video as well and said that, we had this gap up and it's just been kind of grinding, not really doing much. And we wanted it to kind of like wiggle a little bit. And we're getting that wiggle, the last couple days back down to this anchored VWAP from the Fed meeting. And this is great action. If this thing can just kind of go sideways here, maybe shake out a couple more people underneath this VWAP, then push higher. I think we could get to $18 within the next month or so. All right, our ninth stock is NuScale Power Corp. This is ticker symbol SMR. This is a nuclear stock. And we were saying, yeah, it kind of looks bearish a little bit longer term, with this head and shoulders kind of a thing going on. But it just had some news today that it's closing some deals. We're a little bit hesitant on that because, whenever good news starts to come, into a decline and they can't push the stock that much, you should watch out because they might distribute the stock. But it's acting pretty well on a pretty nasty day. And if it can get above this little area I drew right here, I think is from, what's the price here? Yeah, like $35 to $39, and get above this anchored VWAP from the the Fed meeting. Hey, if it fails this head and shoulders, that means it's going to make a fast move higher. So first target would be $45, but then new highs would be $55. And our last stock of this series is ticker symbol NBR. This is Nabors Industries. This is an oil stock. We highlighted this on the last two videos, and it's kind of just gone sideways, got even better. So we're just waiting, and today's action is great. Tried to go down on a nasty day, and it's ending at the highs. We think that this stock could actually be quite explosive here. And target would be $45 or even more, maybe $50. Because it's just been building such a beautiful base here, and this sideways action is great. Hey guys, if you enjoyed the list, feel free to smash that like button and comment which stock you like or which stock that you think will not perform well, or stocks that you're looking at, and I could feature that in the next video. So I hope you guys have a great day, and cheers. Peace.